Hello.
Isn't this exciting? I've got,
Yes.
there's so many people here from your channel. And Bora Bora, thank you. And Denise Fletcher, thank you. Thank you. Danya Pez, thank you. And then we have new people. Hypnicity,
Yeah.
yay. And
I always like
how do you say her name?
Aspasia Rising. That's Beth.
Aspasia.
Or Aspasia, yes.
Aspasia. Oh, thank you so much. And
Hmm.
she's from, yeah, that's great. And then Carl's here. Lady Silver.
Hey, Silver.
Oh, all your friends.
Viviani.
Rossi.
Well, yes, because I have the best chatters, the work lurkers, the best lurkers, and the future lurkers.
Yeah.
So we're all here. So
Thank you so much. I'm so glad.
yeah.
Remember, my people, go to Gerald's and like and subscribe and support each other. You are all the best. You are
Yes,
all the
yes, yes.
best.
Because
Yes.
it's free, everybody.
That's right. It is free. It is free. Thank you, Madam Maru, House of Cards. You're so
Yep.
sweet. So, Gerald, how are you?
I am very well, very well. It's been a wonderful week of lives, having great connections with people, doing readings. It's lovely. It's
Yeah,
lovely.
that's wonderful. So the all those planets. Elite talks about the planets in
Mhm.
order and how they bomb us, and then they lift. And I've been feeling pretty good this month, actually.
I have too. I have too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
great. It's like, yeah, and I know I'm a little different than a lot of other people with that planetary energy, and I'm
Mhm.
okay with that. So.
Say what do you mean, Dad?
Well, I'm not impacted like others are. I don't know if it's my chart or if it's something else, but there is just a whole lot of planetary energy going on. There's a whole lot
Yeah.
of energy, whole lot.
Yeah, but I'll tell you something. If
Yes.
I mess up in the least, it's Mercury retrograde. I don't care if it's in my,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like this guy. It's like this guy here.
Why are you acting so weird? I'm just stressed. Mercury's in retrograde, shall we?
So we've got that. And I say, what is this going on?
Okay. I'd bet my life on it.
So we've got some cool stuff here today. We're going to be doing our focus is to help you tap into your intuition. It can just be pedestrian, just your day-to-day stuff. Or it could be if you're working on growing your intuition to serve others. It doesn't matter. If you feel stuck in any way, and I promise I'm not going to blame it on Mercury retrograde, we'll take it seriously.
Oh yeah.
But we will get to the bottom of it. And the cards will tell us, and spirit will tell us, oh, it's this that's the block and restriction. And
Mhm.
then we both have plenty of advice for entertainment purposes only, but plenty of advice to get you unstuck. And remember, you change your life at the level of action, not wishes. So we will have real life
There you go.
real life steps.
Yes.
I love that.
And I think it's really important that simply people who are it's like with anything, simply by asking the question, you are shifting and adjusting the energy around that.
Yes.
So if you're curious about it, you've immediately started to do some adjusting. And I think that's extremely powerful.
It is powerful. And let me continue on that. Let me jibber jabber a little bit about that because it's important. As an advisor, when I have a client, I will toss my cards. I use my intuition. There's a protocol I do, blah, 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 and see if the cards are mirroring my client's situation. And there's things I do if it doesn't. But nonetheless, just asking the question, like you said, starts a shift. And I will know as I throw them throughout the reading where that shift is happening or if it's happening. If it's not happening in my client's energy signature, then I take stock in what I'm doing and how I'm doing things. So So this is, I just love this part. Now I'm going to put this link inside our chat. If you're on Chrome, it works the best on Chrome. This is a StreamYard link. You just click it and you'll come into our studio. And then you'll line up. I'll see you. I'll tell you I see you. And then you can come in live and have a real conversation. Mm-hmm. So that's what now you don't have to do it that way. We'll still be happy to take your questions.
Yes.
But it would be good if
and I've added that as well. I've added it and I have pinned it to the top. And we don't need to see your face. We just need to be able to hear you if you want to share space with us. So.
That's right. That's right. Oh, something happened here. A magic. I never saw Debra before. She is great. Glad I subscribed. Thank you, Lady Silver.
Yay.
I want to hug and kiss you.
Thank you
so much. I appreciate everybody. Now, if you would do me a solid and type your questions, if you're going to stay in the questions, in capital letters, because I have to use cheaters to read them if I don't. And we have our first visitor. Here we go.
And by the way, thank you for everybody for joining in. I'm watching the chat. It's great to have you all here. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So who do we have?
So we have Lady Silver here, but I have her in the... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I have to change my... There she is.
Hi, Silver. If you put us all like we were in the beginning, all three of us will be on the screen.
I did that and it didn't seem to work. See, here it is. Maybe excuse us all. Let me just, there we are. I have to
Silver, it's good to see you. Hi.
Can you?
You're muted a bit, Silver.
Oh, somebody else came in. Hello,
We're
darling.
working it.
So if you can't find, oh, is that you? Testing. I think I hear you. Can you say something, Silver?
Hello.
Hey, you did it. You're unmuted, doll. So it's nice to meet you.
Yes, it's nice to meet you too. I've never saw you before, but you really seem great. I'm glad I tuned in today.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you did too. You just made my day.
She is great. You. And Silver posted in the private chat her question.
Okay. Do you see it? Can you read it?
I can read it. Do you want me to read it? Or Silver, you can just tell us.
Yeah, you can just tell us.
According to another psychic, she does like general readings for a group. She said that you're not connecting to your spirit team if your divine feminine is unbalanced. So my question is my divine feminine unbalanced?
You are a child of God, my love. You are protected. You don't need a white bubble. You are always balanced. And declare that.
I am always balanced.
I think you are. I think everyone is. It's what happens on the outside of us that talks us in to thinking we're not balanced. Like if something goes wrong, heck, that's just life. But all of a sudden we decide we're unbalanced because Mercury is in retrograde, because that's my man. But so how did that actually feel to you when you heard that?
It resonated.
Really?
Since COVID, I've been wearing T-shirts and jeans, not wearing makeup, not getting my hair cut as often as I should, etc., etc.
So embracing the divine feminine or just wearing T-shirts doesn't make you unbalanced, though. What do you think? Maybe I'm starting a fight here. I don't know.
I want to jump in because I have the Lover's card, which is a card of balance. So Silver, everybody asks which deck this is. This is the Out of Hand by Jamie Sawyer. It's out of print. But this tells me, Silver, you are balanced. Because, and the great thing about the Lover's card is the Lover's card is about choice, really. And one of the things that you have available to you is you have choices, and you're making choices to help you feel balanced, to help you feel healthy. I'm just going to say that. And you have a definition of healthy. And what's important about this is that, and I like how there's 3 hands on this, because I picture you as the hand in the middle, you here, and then we have the divine feminine and we have the divine masculine. You are able to access whichever one you need when you need it. And part of what is happening, I believe, is that sometimes one of them pops out much sooner and much faster than they have an opportunity to communicate together. Does that make sense, Silver?
That makes sense. For the collective, how do you stop one from popping out faster than the other?
You don't have to stop one from coming out to the other. What's important is that, and I love this, because I have the 9 of Pentacles, because this is telling me this is an ongoing process. And I have the Star. I love the Star card. And when I see the Star, and Debra, pop in, whenever I see the Star card, the universe is conspiring for you to be successful and to be your most authentic self. It's what Debra said when you first asked the question. You are a divine child, and I think, Silver and I've done readings for Silver before. So Silver, what I think will help balance is that you take a breath and you get back into your body so that you can be right here, and then you can hear what the 2 are communicating with you.
Good advice. If nobody else has another question, if anybody else has another question, please take it.
Well, and there's a response to you, sweetheart. Hold on a second. It just keeps the conversation going. If Silver feels imbalanced, are there ways to feel more balanced in her life? Diet, goddess energy, etc. It's perspective. So I'm going to jump in on this one. It's perspective. Wow. So if someone says you're unbalanced and you have an open heart at the time, you're going to entertain the thought, maybe she's right. Maybe I should do something. And then you take an assessment without judgment. And then when you feel, that will give you a new perspective to say, I feel pretty good in these genes, right? And she's saying diet will make the body feel better, but we're talking about our energy signature sometimes, and goddess energy, all of that stuff. But if you want to wear the t-shirts and you need a change in your life, go put on a blouse. You do not have to dance in front of the moon, but I think people stress themselves out too much on that.
And I like how, if you're, are there ways to feel more balanced in your life? You have to know how you feel, and you have to be really present in your body, because I got the Ace of Pentacles, which is the card of physicality.
Yeah.
Notice where you are, Silver. Notice how you are feeling without judgment. Just go, I'm really happy right now. I'm really angry. I'm sad. I'm frustrated. I'm confused. I'm energetic. I want to skip to the market. And it feels very much like the, ooh, okay. Does that make sense, Silver?
Yes, it does.
I also think part of it, Silver, is you may be misinterpreting some of what, or some people may be misinterpreting. Now I'm pointing. This is one of my tells.
Yeah.
When I'm pointing, it's like, pay attention to this. This is
The
not just
teacher is
Gerald
here.
coming through. Yes. You need to really, it's important for all of us to understand what is the definition of divine feminine and what is the definition of divine masculine. Because I know some amazing women who are extremely powerful, and some people are like going, oh my gosh, they're, you're so masculine. No, it's an aspect of the divine feminine that people think, people have that misinterpretation, and this is just Gerald talking. But it's don't, I mean, there's a huge amount of strength in the divine feminine. And people might get confused. They see that strength or they experience it, and it might come across as more masculine than feminine. And I just say, put that stuff to bed. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and also, I think the original thing is I can't, so correct me if I'm wrong, if I did misremembered this, but you can't communicate with your guides unless your divine feminine is. See, now this is where my book and the way I do readings and stuff, I really do push back. And I just came out with a video that really does call it out as far as ritual goes and how much power an advisor has. I don't care how experienced you are. I don't care if you are an advisor. When you're sitting in front of someone who's aligned with the upper octaves, you pay attention. Your heart is open. Even the skeptic's heart is open, and you can say a million good things, one kind of not so good, and the not so good will stick. So that's how much power we have. And to have a declaration of truth, that's her truth. And this is where we have, remember the days of, what do you call it? When you make decision, you decide for yourself. What is that called? People don't do it much anymore, but you just take it in and note, but don't let it go in until you test it out. And if it's true for you, move with it.
Yeah, Silver, you're very intelligent, and I would encourage you to embrace your intelligence and to consider what this person is saying. But as Debra said, you don't have to actually believe it, because what it means to you is what's most important.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope did we confuse you?
No, not at all.
Good.
So
giving you strength. We've got a couple more there. Oh, awesome.
Oh, and yeah, Debra, Lady Silver is an amazing individual who is, I'm going to heap praise in your general direction, Silver. Get ready. Get ready. Who is understanding who she is and how she is in the world. And that is, it has some beautiful ramifications for her.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So
I'm proud of you.
I am too.
Life is better that way. Life is better that way, for sure.
Yeah.
It's easier. Oh, well, congratulations. I'm so glad to meet you. We've got a couple of others in the queue. We've got, I do appreciate you, Silver. God bless you, dear. Thank you.
Bye. Oh, that was so much fun.
Yes.
Well,
hello, dear. It's Nalani, right? I'm saying that without my glasses. It could have come out anyway. Yeah. I'm just lucky.
Look what I got.
Thank you.
I absolutely love this deck.
Oh, I'm so
the way they shuffle. Great deck.
Oh, thank you so much.
Learn.
Oh, yes. And it has the keywords on it, but I got to tell you, I developed it for the busy advisor. Because the busy advisor, they do one call after another, and then all of a sudden they don't know, they're too tired to do the next call until they're in the next call. And to serve that client well, you need something to get you into the room of knowing, and those keywords can help. But it helps to learn as well. So what's your question for us today?
I did post a question.
Okay, could you just tell me?
Well,
I lost you. Wait.
The long and the short of it is, it's really interesting because there's not much I can do about what's happening in the world,
Yes.
but I'm feeling really stuck and concerned about the divided states of America.
Mm-hmm.
I know personally, I mean, I'm not in politics and I don't want to be in politics,
Sure. Sure.
but it's like when I feel stuck, it's like there's so much I don't understand about what's going on out there. There's so much polarization,
Mm-hmm.
like, well, what if this is correct? What if that's correct? How do I know who's telling the effing truth? And how do I use my discernment? That's what's got me stuck in life right now. I think it's like there's nothing I can do about what's going on out there. How do I rein that in and and get in touch with the healer that I know that I am? I'm an energy healer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I want to heal the effing world, and I know I can't do it. And so I'm such an empathic Cancerian person that it's like if I can't help anybody, I'm just going to shut down and go into my.
But you don't know, you do not know you're you do not know you're helping people. See, what you're doing is saying, I'm giving healing energy. So mirror back my gifts, mirror back heals. So I know I'm doing the good thing. So you're acting with expectations. And that's a tough one. That really is a tough one. If you can pray, you can do your rituals, you can do that without expectations, you're in the clear, but it's hard to maintain that. I understand because you're an empath.
Well, you know what? Me doing this and coming on again is me taking action.
Good.
Because as I've always said, I'm much more comfortable behind the camera than in front of the camera. But I've got to get this channel of mine going. And I'm like, okay, if I need to get used to StreamYard, I need to come on to some of these and actually
Yes.
get
All right.
level with it. So
Nalani.
I'm putting it out there. I want to guest on somebody's show. I want to pull cards someday.
Nalani.
Go ahead.
Nalani.
Yes.
And I mean this with as much light as you can take in.
Let's do it, right?
You are already an energy healer. You are limiting yourself by saying you can't do something when in fact every time you say you are an energy healer, you're radiating that energy out there. And a famous person once said, you change your life at the level of action, not wishes.
I heard that somewhere this morning.
Yeah, something along those lines. Nalani, I'm going to challenge you.
Yes.
I need you. Do you have a calendar?
Not nearby, but yes.
No, do you just have a calendar?
Yes.
I want you to pick a time that you are going to send healing energy out into the world every single day. And I want you to put a dot on every single day that you do that. Because what happens is, and Purple Elephant Deb H and I have talked about this, there's this healing grid out there that if everybody shares and authentically puts their energy into it, whatever it is, prayers, mantra, dance, poetry, artwork, it augments. Do that. Do it just to make sure that you are posting that energy out there because you're doing something. You're doing something. I personally get caught up in I think too long about things. I overcomplicate things.
I need to.
Yeah. I'm a 9 path, right? That would be something that I would do, right, Deborah?
Yes, exactly.
So, and so I would say you are already doing it, and you want to do it. Just do it. Just start. Just do it.
And that is good advice. Just having that daily mantra, and because it doesn't hook you into, oh, I'm going to send healing energy to that person, then I'll see how they are next week. You know, that is to the greater good.
Yeah.
But also, if you want to get your channel open, you have friends. So you get together with a friend and learn StreamYard together and be on each other's show. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get you on on my channel sometime.
Okay.
But you have to send me an email within the next 24 hours or that expires. So you have, you know, but just wait, there's more. You know, and seriously, we all make mistakes when we start using StreamYard. And those are the most, I mean, if you have a sense of humor about it, humor is healing. If I make fun and enjoy myself, it's all good. So just believe that you're already doing it.
Okay.
I got a little bit.
I want to see you, right? Is that be the change, right?
Yeah, just start doing it. And guess what? One of the amazing things, and I don't know if you've experienced this, Deborah, or people who are watching the chat or watching the playback, we do things, we never know the impact that we have for someone. It is important to believe that I've had an impact on people. That's a positive impact. I may never know. And that's okay. You have to be okay with not knowing.
And trusting that it's going to land where it's supposed to. It's not just you doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I hope that helps.
Well, just got to let the world go, right? Let the world off.
Well, you might be a little controlling of it, and I think if things are good, they should go to the right or the left or the up or the down. And if you can just be without expectation, and it's hard to trust when it looks so awful. But I'm thinking, I smell God in this crazy, because it's not just America, it's all over the world. This is God. This is Earth speaking. You know, when we are healing ourselves from pneumonia or something, we have dark days and then we pull out of it, we fight out of it. I'm thinking the Earth is kind of fighting itself, all the bad out of it, and it's now instead of the crystal core, it's through the third dimension into the third dimension and moving into the fourth, which is how we feel about the third. And so we need to witness and be the observer, not the victim. So
you know what? I'd settle for an even keel at this point in my life.
Okay,
well, the even keel is yours.
Yeah, the even keel is you, and you're still limiting it.
Okay.
See, you're still affected by if your good mood or bad mood, good day or bad day is connected to someone else's action or inaction.
Yep.
You're doing it wrong.
Yep.
You're doing it wrong. So
that makes a lot of sense.
I rarely say it like you're doing it wrong, but that's the worst.
That makes a lot of sense.
You are limiting the power and the impact that you can have by trying to control it. The best magic happens when you know exactly how you're going to feel, when what you want comes to exist, and then you do it and you let it go. You cannot control it. And don't try to, because you want to try to control the divine. Yeah, good luck with that. Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah, I like that.
You know. Thank you, Nalani.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
I will.
Right now.
Yes.
Don't wait.
Yes.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, everybody, who is watching. This is great. Bye,
yeah,
Linda.
This was fun.
Well, hello.
Hi, SR. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Oh, we can't hear you. You're on mute.
This is so great. It's hot, humid. I'm in Kitchener, Ontario, and this was such a nice surprise to see you go live.
Oh, thank you so much. It's good to see you too.
Thank you.
So hot and humid.
Yeah. What can we do for you? What question do you have about Being unstuck.
About relationships.
Being unstuck with the idea of needing a relationship to go a certain way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or how to make it happen.
Ooh, that's called witchcraft. If you tell me how to make it happen, how to make someone do something. Sometimes you can do it at the level of action, but it's only your own action. Your best guess on that. But some people do rituals, but I'll do the cards and let Gerald see what he's got.
Well, I want to start by, I think, and it's SR, correct?
Yeah, okay. A lot of people call me that. It's Suzanne, but you can go ahead and call me SR.
Okay, so here's what's important is for you need to start having a different relationship with the idea of relationships. Okay, and I have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, beautiful, beautiful card. The Page is someone who is with some childlike enthusiasm experiencing all of their emotions. And what's beautiful about that, the Page isn't worried whether or not they're going to get hurt. They're just they're in full force.
That's right.
And so here's a challenging thing, SR, is I have been hurt. You have been hurt. Many people have been hurt or disappointed. They didn't get what they needed or wanted. Part of what happens is you have to be able to do the Eight of Cups and let all of that stuff be in the past. Because when you are letting go of stuff in your past, remember, I like this card in particular because you're leaving where, that place you're leaving in a better place than when you found it. So, it's like if you go camping, if you pack it in, you pack it out. And if you take a walk in nature, take a bag so that you can pick up trash. This is one of those things. Remember, you're walking to something. You're walking to something instead of away from something. Is that making some sense to you, SR?
Oh, it does. But from the past, there's things that we learned and maybe decided not to do.
Absolutely. And
with that Page of Cups that you mentioned.
I'm glad you said that, because here's something that happens, and I learned this through a couple of breakups, because I was seeing a professional to help me through this, is just because the relationship ended does not discount everything that happened in the relationship.
Yeah.
All of those wonderful memories that I have, it's hard at the moment to believe that they're still as positive and beautiful as I remember. But what happened, it does not discount all of the ways you were feeling. Don't let that happen, because then you're giving away your power. You're giving away your power. Right. And one of the things that last thing I want to say, because I know Debra's got some good stuff to say, I can tell. I would encourage you to consider understanding your boundaries. What is acceptable behavior for you and for someone else if they want to get close to you? Just understand what those boundaries are. How do you want to feel? If you don't feel that way, trust that.
That's good. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah. Boundaries are very, very important, because when you have clear boundaries, decisions are easier to make because you have a definite yes or no.
Yes. Okay, good.
It's that thing where I just love chocolate, but I got really tired of how I feel after chocolate, and I would weigh to feel bad in the future. I'm just going to be happy in the moment and so what this translates is I'm going to imagine a healthy, progressive relationship with someone and indulge in that, and then have to get up and go to work, which makes me feel like, oh, I'm back to the awful. that type of thing. So allowing your imagination to drag you into an idyllic future it's fun, but don't spend a whole lot of time there. But that's where good art is. That's what creativity is. So you can't give it up totally, but if it's focused on the actions or inactions of someone else, and that will dictate whether you're happy or not, then that's a dangerous chocolate bar.
Right.
It's going to bring you down.
That's true. That makes sense.
Yeah, that I have a couple of very fast moving cards, a couple of knights here. One is wands, which is really fast, and the other is swords, which is thinking. So my sense is that, and I'll just say it and you can confirm or not, that you go through these periods throughout the day saying the idea, the Knight of Swords. The idea, I think I'll call him. I think I'll text him. I wonder what he's doing. That's the thought. And then there's very little room between the thought and the action when it comes to the Knight of Wands. So you might be struggling, white knuckling it not to text or, and that brings the sadness and brings the frustration. But you're doing well with it. Now, overall, this is the Eight of Pentacles here, meaning that you're doing well. You're making progress on how to feel good in this very uncomfortable situation. Sometimes life is just freaking hard. And we can reason our way out of it all we want. But if we could just trust that we're doing well, and this is Spirit giving you the message, you're doing good, even though it might not feel it. I do have some action steps that came through. So I have the 10 of Pentacles reversed, which means family, basically. So the organic family. And I thought, well, what's that reversed for? And I think this situation might be separating you from the sense of your original family, or what do you call that? Organic family of origin. But here's the key. The Four of Swords is a beautiful woman laying down, having a rest. It's rest after a long battle. Well, it comes in reversed. That doesn't mean the rest after the long battle isn't available. It says that you're not taking advantage of this time to just relax about it. If you can, there's a well-worn neural pathway in your brain saying, should I or shouldn't text him to chase him this and that? What would that look like? And that has to have a break. And Spirit is here saying that you do have a break. Now, after all that, I'm going to just go a little bit farther with the Eight of Cups. I love this gal, because that's what the card he had. Yes, Gerald had.
Too, yeah.
So the Eight of Cups says that yes, you're giving up what just doesn't work anymore for you, what makes you feel bad. It could be a relationship, it could be anything. You're just going to leave it behind. But when you get the Eight of Cups, it means that you're really through with it. And in fact, here she is looking behind at the cups, but the very next moment is her turning around and looking at a new horizon and getting excited about that. So there's that. So I think that you're close. You're close to feeling that way. You might not feel it right now.
Yeah.
Is that good or not?
It's a wonderful feeling when you get it. I know, sweetheart.
It's a good thing that is challenging to actually lean into and allow it to happen. Okay.
I think Debra knows what I'm talking about or questioning.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, sweetheart. It's undeniable what you feel. It's deep and it hurts. And there's a grace in that. There's a special flavored grace in your pain. And that can become a warm place. So you are not alone. Everybody's working and rooting for you. But you've decided, sweetheart, to stand in a spot that is unbelievably painful. And all we can do is support you in whatever you want to do. And I will support you to stay in that spot as long as you like. And I'll be here the whole way for you.
But there's nothing.
I'm not going to read the future for him.
Okay.
Because I cannot go through you to him when the relationship is this way. If you were actively inside something, maybe I could go and do that. But it would be disrespectful, actually, to do that with you now, because it will perpetuate what we've been saying. Now, this is being recorded. It's going to be online. I'd really like you to, key in and maybe listen to this again and move the perspective. See, that's the thing. It's once you move that perspective, then a new strategy, a new action, and new outcomes happen.
Okay.
So I think I adore you, and I'm sorry. But also it's something here that needs to be learned and shared. And what we've discussed today, both with all three of us here, is happening to someone else who's listening to this video right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you are serving many with your question. Thank you so much. Oh,
okay.
Sweetheart.
So just relax.
Yeah, that's easy for us to say, but
it is easy for us to say. It is easy.
But re-listen.
Well, I would encourage you, SR, to make sure you put your okay, I'll just tell her. You need to be drinking some more water. You need to, and every time you take a sip of that water, feel that unconditional love of the universe that it has for you. Because, I mean, it's humid where you are, right?
Yes.
and this idea of you consciously taking a drink and connecting with your divinity.
Yeah, that's grounding you.
It's going to ground you, and it's going to support you however long you choose to be where you are. Nobody's telling you need to, leave or anything like that. We're just telling you you can be in your muck for as long as you want. Lotuses bloom out of the mud.
I won't be in a muck.
Okay.
Forever.
No. It's a process.
I don't want it. I want something else.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll get you through. And your friends here in the chat, on YouTube, all are supporting you. Absolutely. You've touched a lot of people today, sweetheart.
Really?
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, your situation has definitely your genuine emotion. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for being this open with us. Appreciate that.
You guys are great. Thank you.
Thank you. Wish you well, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was just wonderful.
Wow.
I love that. You have that machine that makes, do that again, that machine that makes the hearts. Look at that. He's magical. Look at that. That blows my mind every time.
And Madame Maru said, I keep rose quartz octagon next to my drinking glass. And Janice said, SR is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that, SR? You're beautiful.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, that's wonderful. Ness, how are you?
Hello. Hi. Debra, you actually can do
I don't have the right machine.
It's an Apple update. You have to make sure your Apple, if you have an Apple device.
Okay, I have a regular Dell PC.
Okay.
So I'm not like you guys.
One day we'll update that.
That's right. Hopefully. Thank you.
Yes.
It's good to see you, sweetheart.
Yeah, likewise. Hello, both of you. Hi, Gerald.
Hello.
Well, I came in with a question about my birthday month next month, July. But then I'm seeing all these like love chats or love questions, and I wonder if I should jump on the bandwagon for that. I could pose both questions and you can decide what you want to speak on. The second one, love one, I'm not really looking for love, but I am starting to have dreams about someone in particular.
That's
and
nice.
have very particular details about them. And the other night I was waking up and I could almost, in that dreamy state when you wake up, I get a lot of downloads and insights actually in that state, right when I go to bed and right when I wake up. And it was almost like we were both in the room. It was really interesting. So we could talk about that or just my birthday. I'm okay either way.
So what's, you don't have to say his first name. Can I have his first initial? I need to hang into something.
I don't know who this person is.
Oh.
No.
Interesting. Well, you're very psychic. 33.
I mean, I guess when I wake up.
You're very psychic everywhere.
Yeah. That in-between state. I get so many
that.
downloads.
Well, it looks like it's percolating. And now here's why. This is an interesting throw I have here, because I have the Four of Cups, which means that's not a bad card. Four of Cups means kind of indifference about the topic of the four corners of love. Let's just put that. So it's like, well, if it happens, fine. If not, I'm not like looking at dating apps or anything. I'm just kind of loose about it. That's the Four of Cups. And I have the reversed World, the reverse Page of Cups, and the reverse Ace of Cups, all love and triumph, which means it's just hasn't synchronized up yet. And I said, well, what does she do now? And I've got the Hermit, which is stay exactly where you are, aligned like that. It looks like it's going to come over. I don't know what Gerald has. I'm going to do the month here now.
I'm curious okay, so you've just this was the first time you've seen this person? You experienced it?
The waking up and feeling that they were in the room too, that was the first time. And then about 3 weeks ago, I had a feeling, it was a dream in their energy, maybe it was a month ago, and I saw their eyes. And that was and I've had dreams like a year ago or etc. of the energy of them, but not the two events were really soon. Yeah.
Okay. I guess my question is this a romantic thing? Does it feel romantic, or does it just feel?
No, it does feel romantic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to sound weird, and it's for entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
I think what's happening is this is the Hierophant. They're what does this look like? It's almost like a spiritual dating app, perhaps.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
I think I know what that is when I'm seeing the board. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
That's very common in my world, that work. Yeah.
And again, we have another Eight of Cups, which seems to be an important message for this series of readings, because letting things go, letting things in the past, and remember to walk towards something. The key thing for you is you need to be walking towards the things that make you very happy.
Yes.
You need to be doing the things that fulfill you, that bring you joy, and you look around them and you go, yeah, I like that. I helped to make that happen.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deborah, what'd you get for with the month?
So with the month, I changed decks. I have two different, it's the same deck, but I take one to the FedEx Kinko's and have it cut up so I don't get it mixed up. So this is a fresh deck. And I say that because I have the Page of Cups upright for July. We'll just hang on to that. The first card out is the Three of Wands, which tells me commerce and travel and the big picture of things, as you know. And one card that I'm always happy to see reversed is, unless we're talking about deep spiritual work, is the High Priestess reversed. And sometimes the High Priestess upright will take you too high into the octaves. It's almost like you're so spiritual, you are of no earthly good. And so also the Seven of Swords reverse, there's nobody stealing from you. You're feeling secure, it looks like. And just before the Page of Cups, I have this peace about you. excuse me, the Temperance card, which is staying in the middle of the road. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm saying here that that's who you are for what's bringing you into your birthday month. So that new person might be coming in sooner, just not right now, not this very minute. So I'll be curious to see. I've got
I'll be curious. And I know what the Temperance card means. It's come up in different questions, and so I have a sense of what that message is for me. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. I've got lots of pentacles for mid-month also.
For mid-month July.
So the first one, and then there's a ton of pentacles coming your way.
Oh, interesting.
Something really awesome.
Okay. I'm also writing too. That's why I'm not like really rushing for a
Yeah.
I've got my writing projects. My life is pretty full in different ways. So.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Awesome. That's what I love about you.
I really, really appreciate this.
I really appreciate you.
Being so generous. It's really
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it a lot. Thank you. And now we have my friend. Hello, Dawn.
Hello.
Dawn.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay,
Dawn.
great.
This is Dawn of Mediumship. She is quite a gifted medium, and I know her, and I hang out with her personally. She's my greatest cheerleader.
I try. I mean, you're actually way better than I could ever say. So
No, oh my gosh! Listen to that.
Sorry to cut in your territory, Gerald, but she is awesome.
Oh,
there's enough to go around. Okay.
I'm so glad you would say that. So
yes,
I love you. So you have a question for us today?
Yes, I do. Actually, my question is, because I can never seem to zero in on it. It's actually kind of a two-parter. Okay, I have it's going to sound so weird. I have a human skull, but it's for artistic purposes only. It's a human and anatomical skull. It's a real human skull. And I'm looking to sell it, and they usually sell for about just under $3,000, but mine's in such excellent condition. I'd like to get $3,000 for it because they're usually selling for like $2,800 right now. And so I'd like to get $3,000 for it because it's in such great shape. And I was hoping you could see if it would sell quickly or if it might take till the end of the summer. Sorry about that. I'm getting text messages. So so if that might sell quickly, or if it might be until the end of the summer. And then the second question is if you saw my tiny house selling, and I'm going to ask for, after it's fixed up, I'd like to do some fixing up of it, and that's why I'm looking to get $3,000 for my skull. So I'd like to invest the $3,000 in the fixing up of my tiny house,
and then selling it.
Yeah, and selling it for like $107,000.
Okay.
Or $105,000, something like that. Or maybe even $95,000.
I'm trying to figure out how to frame it. See, that's the most important part. I'm going to go with this, the skull first.
Okay.
And I don't want to do a yes, no. I'm just going to do it something else here. Hold on. You go.
Right ahead.
Well, I was thinking about your question, Dawn, and your questions, and particularly about the skull. I got the Three of Wands, which tells me that yes, 3,000 can happen. And again, entertainment purposes only.
Exactly. Yes.
And I got Two Wands, which are going to tell me sometime in the summer.
Okay.
I got the Page and the Knight.
Okay.
Is how it's coming across.
Cool.
So,
okay.
And related to the house, you are going to have to really actively work on making sure that you get the right people in to do the right jobs, and you do them in the proper order. This is the Page of Swords, and you're going to be needing to make a lot of phone calls, and you're going to be having to put, this would be make sure that you plan it well, because sometimes a youthful approach could actually lead to more expenses. Okay. So be careful with that. But the High Priestess shows up and says, trust your intuition with where you choose to go with it.
Okay, perfect.
So,
thank you.
So for both of your questions, I'm going to say dilly-dally, just to cut to the chase. There's a dilly-dally as far as and it could be like he said, Gerald said, like the summertime and that kind of thing. But I see here where you can quicken it. I do have the Wheel of Fortune, but it's kind of down the road. And I'm thinking, why wait? Now that you know that something is, and I asked what the solution to that is, and it is your best guess on how to place the ad or where to place the ad, how to frame it. You're going too much by what's out there already in description. And then you have to do something a little different because it will sell, but why wait? Why not speed it up? And same with the tiny house. It seems like there's too much jibber jabber in between successes. So let's just pull it together and be concise. So this means that if you're going to place an ad, your best guess to do that is not as good. So rethink how you're going to prepare your presentation, put more heart into it, anthropomorphize it if you want. I don't know if that's appropriate, but you can try and do that. That means putting human emotions into something that's not human, not alive. But for the skull. And then I think just getting that sold sooner than later will help you with the tiny house to be this year, to have this button up, both things this year. So I think that will quicken it. It's just rethink your presentation for the skull. Too.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Don.
I really
it's nice
appreciate
to
it.
see you.
Let us know how it goes, Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, Dawn. Thank you.
Thank you both very much.
Oh, sure. And we have one more person, and we have just a few more. Well, can you turn off the sound from
the TV or your computer?
And we have one more person. We have just a few more. It's a little delay. Can you shut that off? The sound. Absolutely. Hello, can you hear me? There we are. Can you hear me now? No.
Can you hear us?
You can't hear us?
Can you hear us?
Let's see. It shows that your microphone is on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. Yeah, there's a little delay.
No. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. What? Thank you for
yes,
being
I
here.
can hear you.
Great. What is your question?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. It's a little too much feedback, Denise. I'm sorry. What
There
it
is a
is that
delay.
you have, you have something on. You have to turn that off for to stay
My
here.
question is just pertaining to this next week. What, for some reason, the speaker's not working on my phone.
Okay, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Huh.
So what you would like to know is what's coming up.
For some reason, the speaker's not working on my phone.
Okay, we can hear you.
Okay, I'll go ahead and tell you. I was just curious as what the future might hold for the next week. What can be?
All right. So I'm going to mute you and answer that.
Turn up the volume on your phone. That might work.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So she wants to know what's coming up this week.
Yes. Can you hear us without delay? I don't know what's going on, but yeah, what's coming up next week? Let's do that. And then she can hear it on the replay. So go ahead.
I think what's coming up for you this week is there's a lot of actions and things that you're having to manage. I have the Queen of Swords. You're having to make sure that things are getting done. You're going to have to be holding people accountable. Part of what this is, Denise, is you've been waiting for what people are supposed to be doing, so you're rehearsing how you're going to address it. So think about it this way. How are you going to tell somebody exactly what you need them to do? Because I got the 10 of Swords. You're over it. You're done with it. You want it to be just finished. And when that happens, the end of the week looks good. It's the 9 of Pentacles. You've worked hard, and the rewards that you have are because you have worked hard, because you've stood up for yourself. So.
I got the same thing, not the same cards, but I've got the standing your ground with the 7 of Wands, maybe a little conflict with with the 5 of Swords. I like that little
Yep.
Remember, the 5s are conflict on all the suits, but it's only a 5. So
yes,
you can get over it. And I've got money, success money here, as well as the Hierophant, which is standing another institution of rightness and wrongness. And it looks like quite a success for you for next week. So it starts out, all you have to do, forewarned is forearmed. We've got rightness and wrongness. And it looks like quite a success for you for next week. And now we're getting starts out. All you have to do. We're going to go ahead and sign off, Denise, because we're just getting a feedback that's a little too much. And so I am going to mute you so we don't hear me talk twice. I do like the sound of my voice, though.
It's lovely.
Thank you, Denise. We really appreciate you so
Thanks,
much.
Denise.
Bye-bye,
Let
honey.
us know how it goes.
Yeah.
How the week goes.
Listen on the replay. Oh my gosh, this has been so fun, hasn't it?
It has been great. And do we want to let people know that they should mark their calendars for July 11th?
July 11. Isn't that 7/11?
It is 7/11.
7/11. Now that's Trump's sentencing, and we're not going to be talking politics, but we're going to have that little. I'm going to have that little joy, because when he first got indicted, I printed it out. It was thick, and I put it under my pillow and dreamed of convictions. So 7/11 is a good day.
Yes. And so 7/11, we're going to be. I'm hosting Debra, and she's going to stream it to her channel. We're talking about your upcoming book.
Yay! Yes, thank you. My favorite topic.
Yes. So
it's a new way to read the tarot, new way to divine the future.
I love that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. And reversed images just popped in that I know of. I haven't been watching the chat, but I want to thank everybody for coming in and showing the love to us.
Yep.
I love that.
Well, I just agree with reversed images one. You guys work so well together.
Oh, so, I think so. I think we do.
Yes, we do.
I sure enjoy. Oh my gosh, I love that. I can't wait for Del to do something like that. Yeah. Oh my God. I love you all. We'll see each other together on 7/11. So
yes.
don't forget.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.